Happy New Year, Virgo, and welcome to Sunshine Intuitive Readings. For those of you who are coming back, welcome, Happy New Year, and thank you for all of your support through 2016 and as we go into 2017. For those of you who are just joining for the first time, welcome, and I hope you enjoy your reading. I do have to apologize for the tardiness of me getting these readings out to you for January. The holiday season totally took over, and all of the busyness of the comings and goings limited the amount of time that I had to complete the readings for you. So thank you for your patience. And one last thing before we get into the reading is I wanted to let you know that I should hopefully have all of your year ahead readings up and ready to go within the next couple of days and within the week by the very latest. So tune in there and see what you can get from those year ahead readings. So with all of that being said, let's take a peek and see what we have in store for all of you Virgos for January 2017. Okay. Let's take a peek. Okay, so in the first position here, which symbolizes fire, which really speaks to your creative forces, your will, your ambition. I always like to refer to it as the passion card or the action card, the things that get you going. Now here you have the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is interesting because this is a fire sign in the fire position. So the Queen of Wands in an upright position really speaks to somebody giving a lot of thought to a plan. They know the way ahead very clearly, not necessarily acting on it, but they know the way forward. This month, Virgo, I see potentially you may be hitting a stumbling block with a particular area that you want to move forward on. Now, this is a general reading, so this could really apply to each one of you differently, whether it be with health or career or love. It could be a variety of different things and will resonate with each one of you differently. But I do see you hitting some type of a stumbling block, trying to kind of reset the wheels on a particular project that you're working towards. Now, in this position here, this symbolizes air, which really speaks to your current strategies, your thoughts concerning your goals, basically what's on your mind. Now here you have the Nine of Wands, which is interesting because you have here an individual who's holding on to a wand for dear life. He's a little bit tattered, he's got bandages on his head and on his arm, and he's looking around rather unsure of himself as to who is really in his corner. So I feel potentially, Virgo, this month you might be thinking about who you can truly trust. Who are your truest allies as you move forward? This may have something to do with why you're kind of regrouping on what it is that you're doing. Maybe you are rethinking who it is you should be bringing into your game plan, who you should be bringing into your circle. There may have been something that was recently exposed to you that may have made you rethink, you know, who does have my truest interest at heart, my best interests at heart. Now in the next position here, this speaks to water, which is emotions. And here you have the Lovers card in reverse. Now the Lovers card in an upright position really speaks to, you know, that compatibility, the young love, the infatuation, you know, everything is just over the moon happy, you found your perfect match. In a reverse position, I feel, and this again goes hand in hand, potentially you may be feeling like you don't have that partnership this month, Virgo. So this may be, again, because it's a general reading, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is a romantic relationship. This could be a close, it definitely is a close relationship though. It's somebody who you have a lot of love for, a lot of care and affection for, potentially it's not being reciprocated in the manner that you feel it should be. And because of that, you're rethinking, well, if this major relationship isn't going as I thought it was, are the other relationships in my life truly the way I think they are or should be? So you're really giving a lot of thought to the people around you and the relationships around you this month. Now, in this position here, this speaks to Earth, which is the material things that help you cope with everyday life. Now, when I say material, it doesn't always necessarily mean money. It can, but it doesn't always necessarily mean that. It can mean, the people around you, the situations around you, the things around you that affect your everyday life. In this position here, you have the Seven of Cups. And as you can see here, this individual is looking at a variety of options at his disposal. Which way should I go? So I feel this month, and because it's in the Earth position, Virgo, I feel that potentially this month you might be looking at changing up how you do your daily routines. And it could be simple changes, small changes that you're trying to make life simpler for you. And this could be as simple as, I'm going to make the lunches the night before so I'm not racing around in the morning. It could be very simple, or it could be a little bit more on the grander scale, and you could be looking at changing careers, you could be changing health regimes, it could be a variety of things, and it makes sense. It's a new year, new calendar year, and it's, this is the time of year when people reevaluate how they do things, what they want to do, so that does fit in nicely with the time of year that it is. Now, in this position here, this speaks to what drives you into new directions, what gets you out exploring new things. And here you have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man isn't as bad as it looks, I'll say that. This is an individual, as you see, he's very still, he's meditating. He's hanging and he's meditating, he's thinking. So I think, Virgo, you may have been either coming out of a period of doing a lot of thinking and soul searching, deep soul searching, or this is the month that you will be doing that. But whatever you come to, whatever conclusions you come to after giving all of that thought, you are going to be you're going to be moving into new directions. And because of all of this thinking, I feel that is why your plans are being put on pause right now, because potentially you may have thought of a better way forward, or a better plan, better group of people to surround yourself as you move forward. So I feel that this is either you're coming out of a period of really deep and thoughtful thought, or you're going into to do that this month during January. Now, in this position here, this speaks to what helps you maintain a balanced and a healthy lifestyle. And here you have the Page of Swords. Now, I always say the pages are the dudes that carry the news. And here you have the Page of Swords. So, potentially I see that there's some type of swift information coming into you this month about an idea, Virgo. My only, I don't want to say warning, but my only guidance, I guess, to you is when you hear this swift information, just because the news comes in swiftly doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to react swiftly. So take your time and think through whatever that information is that comes to you. And it's very natural. It's a human response. You know, it's a human reaction. You hear something and, oh my gosh, I have to solve the problem. If you get that news this month, Virgo, take your time and weigh your options is what I'm getting from this. Now, in this position here, this speaks to what needs to go to potentially help you find greater fulfillment with your path forward. And interestingly, you have the Magician here in reverse. The Magician is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It really speaks to having a lot of things at your disposal. Really, the sky is the limit. You have all the tools in your tickle trunk, so to speak. In reverse, I feel that as you're giving all of this thought, or as you have recently given all of this thought, as you move forward, you're starting to realize that when you spread yourself too thin across a multiple variety of things, you don't necessarily do everything well, and you're scattered and tired by spreading yourself too thin. So I feel that one of the things that you are going to be committing to as you move forward towards the end of January is that you're really going to be trying to focus on those top 1, 2, or 3 things. Instead of trying to do it all, you're really going to be trying to focus on the top things that you want to do, and really recognizing that you can't do it all forever and sustain that level of participation in all of those activities. Now here, this card position speaks to the universe and what they want, what direction they want to move you towards for your greater fulfillment. And this is a beautiful card. This is the 9 of Pentacles, and as you can see here, it's a lady, but because this is a general reading, it could be male or female. But I do feel that the universe is really trying to guide you into a very independent path, financially independent, among other things, but very confident, very sure, very serene. So I feel that the universe wants to help guide you to that path. As you can see here, this individual is not scattered. They're very comfortable in their surroundings. They're enjoying the moment, very at peace, as opposed to, you know, I have to do this, this, and this, and should I do that? And this is more of a scattered energy. This is more of a grounded and serene energy, and I feel that this is the direction that the universe wants you to move in, and will help you get there by either sending you information or sending you people and resources to help you achieve those things. Now, in this position here, this speaks to the universe's reaction to your current state of being. And here you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords in an upright position is somebody who is extremely very sharp. And when I say sharp, I'm speaking about really sees a very clear vision forward. Always has a plan, no nonsense kind of individual. In a reverse position, I see that the universe almost saw that you were struggling a bit because you did have so much on your plate. And you may potentially still have a lot on your plate as you're entering into January of 2017. So I feel that the universe is, I mean, it's coming through extremely clear here. The universe really wants you to get focused, have that clear vision, have that plan, and really pay attention to you and your own well-being. Because again, like I say, when you scatter yourself too thin, potentially you're just going to run yourself down and really not achieve anything too grand, and it might be achieving things that you really didn't even want to achieve. So here, this card here is the last card of the spread, and it also could be the first card of the spread, ironically enough, because it speaks to the foundation or the premise for the entire spread. So here you have the 6 of Swords. So I see this as a new journey. This is you embarking upon a new you, so to speak, almost like a makeover. And I'm not talking about the exterior makeover. I'm talking about the interior makeover. For some of you, yes, it could apply to you are moving to a new job, you're moving to a new relationship status, moving to a new home, a new city. It could mean all of that because it is a general reading. But I'm really picking up out of this that you are moving into a new you. You're really finding yourself and coming into your own as you move through the month of January. Now, I always like to pull 2 additional cards to help me get a little bit more insight to the reading. Now, here you have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords really speaks to somebody taking something, feeling they didn't take everything, but they're taking something, feeling like they got away with something. So Potentially this could even be you, Virgo, but this could also be somebody around you, and this may be why you are feeling or thinking, who can I truly trust? Something may come to light this month, Virgo, that will potentially rock the apple cart a little bit, because you will see somebody's true colors or a situation for what it truly is. And potentially somebody tried to take something from you, and it's coming to light as to what they tried to do, and that may be why you are not feeling as secure as you would like in some of your relationships. Now, this card here, which is right next to it, is the King of Pentacles. I'm picking up that this individual, I don't always get that it's a person, but in this reading I am pulling that it is a person in your reading. Could be male or female because it's general. But this King of Pentacles, I feel, has something to do with this situation here. This would be an individual who, an authoritative type of individual, could have a very good job or in a authoritative position. Pretty well off, very smug, very overly confident individual surrounding you. So I feel that energy is around you, and that is potentially why you are needing to readjust some of your courses or potentially embark upon a new journey or a new path forward because of this. So this situation or this individual is definitely going to be giving you a lot to think about throughout the month of January. But the universe sees this and knows, you know what, that's okay, right? That's not a big deal. Because if you look at the majority of the cards, Virgo, it really is all about you. So whatever this situation is, it will pass. The universe's main message to you is we need to get you stronger. We need to get you to the place where you are focusing on you and those top items that really mean a lot to you. And through focusing on yourself and building that confidence within yourself, you will then be able to build that confidence to the exterior, and these individuals might not be able to get away with some of the things that they've been getting away with in the past. So that is a beautiful message, because it looks like a very transformative month for you this month, Virgo, as you move through January. So until we see each other next time, I wish you all the best. And, whatever this situation is that creeps up, it looks like it will be coming in swiftly. But remember, just because it comes in swiftly doesn't mean that you need to react swiftly. Take your time, think things through, and react with your best interests at heart. Okay? So until we see each other next time, keep your head up, keep smiling, and enjoy that sunshine. Take care, Virgo.